Greetings, everyone, everywhere. It's your girl Morgan, stopping you dead in your tracks. I'm your host, Morgan Martin, and this is The Morgan Martin Show, Season 3, Episode 5. Tonight, we're going to hear from candidates Miss Elinor Mount-Simmons and Mr. Anthony Croom, Jr., who are both seeking the seat for County Commissioner, District 3. So if you reside in that area in Apalachicola, Florida, which we're in Franklin County, this will be helpful in helping you make the best decision. So, let's give it up for the candidates.
This is H. Cola's annual political forum, getting started momentarily with the County Commission race. We have candidate Anthony Croom and Ms. Elinor Mount-Simmons. Stay tuned to hear their platform. Thank you.
Candidates, are you ready? We have our timekeeper. Where is she located? Oh, he. Candidates, we ask that you be considerate of one another, and when your time is up, your time is up. Okay? Timekeepers in the back, you will give you a signal, I think, when there's 10 seconds left. Okay, first, we will start with introductory statements by both candidates. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to give their introductory statement, and we will start with Mr. Anthony Croom.
Good morning, or good evening. I don't know if you adopted me for this, but I just feel this is here learning what honors do. Commissioner Locke has served his seat for prestige 19 years, so at this moment, please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed constituents of District 3, my name is Anthony Croom, Jr. I'm a fifth-generation native of Franklin County, whose roots are deeply vested in making this county the safest and the best to reside in. I'm married and supported of my wife, Adrian, of 17 years, and we have 3 daughters. I currently serve my commission not only through my profession and the position, but by volunteering my time to several organizations. I'm honored to share a vision of rejuvenation of our beloved district. It is with unwavering commitment that I pledge to lead the charge of beautifying, and revitalizing our district. But I cannot do it alone. With people like you and city entities, it is not a preference, it is imperative. I recognize that healthcare is not just a privilege, but it's a fundamental right. Therefore, I will assist in choosing the effective and equitable healthcare model for our citizens. Now, it doesn't end yet. We must remain vigilant guardians of our street and have safe streets for our kids to thrive and flourish. Our bay is just not a body of water. It is an environmental stewardship, and let us commit to reopening and protecting our bay for generations to come. Lastly, but not least, I pledge my unwavering support, fostering jobs, economic prosperity, whether through innovation, entrepreneurship, or workforce development. Let us embark on this journey together. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Elinor Mount-Simmons, and I hope to be your next District 3 County Commissioner. First, I thank God for putting this desire in my heart 4 years ago. I thank H. Cola for having this forum, and I thank you for coming to hear us. I've had the pleasure of living here for nearly 45 years, coming here to teach at Chapman Elementary School, February 1980, and began my involvement with the city that very same year when I began writing the Hillside Blue column for the newspaper. This role led me to getting out in the community, meeting people, learning about the events and activities in the area, and led me to get involved with more of our community, our city and our county. I believe I have made a positive impact with every commitment because when I give myself to something, I give my all. My track record shows that I am a proven leader, but also a good listener. And I look forward to hearing you share your concerns, your hopes, and ideas. I also look forward to honoring your voice by using mine as your District 3 Commissioner. I will be vocal on issues concerning everyone. I love this county and would love to continue my involvement as your county commissioner. So I hope and trust that all you hear today will lead you to cast your vote for me, Elinor Mount-Simmons, and let me continue to serve you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, candidates. At this time, we will begin the questions. We will start with our first question. We will have Mr. Croom to answer first, and then we will have Ms. Mount-Simmons to answer. And then we will alternate from there, okay? If I need to repeat the question, please don't hesitate to let me know. Here we go. First question. Why should we select you as our candidate?
I want to continue to be a part of leadership that holds the integrity of the county and take the county to the next level. I want to have the best interests for this county, this district. Being on the commission also provides me an opportunity to deal with people's most immediate problems. I'm good at addressing problems head on and providing solutions. You must be able to separate your emotions and your personal feelings aside for the best interests of this county, and that is what I do. Our commission cannot be effective unless we have confidence of the commission and most of all, consistency. So that's why I'm asking you to keep Croom for 4 more years for consistency. Thank you.
Why me for your District 3 Commissioner? I bring up 3 points: service, impact, collaboration. Service, as I stated earlier, I have served this county for over 40 years in a variety of issues, variety of boards, variety of commitments. And in many of those commitments, those boards, I have served leadership positions. Collaboration, because I've been on so many boards, I am able to collaborate very well with others, with those on the board, those in the community. I look forward to collaborating further with you as your commissioner. Impact, everything that I do, I'm there for a reason. I'm there for a purpose. I'm there to make an impact. And as your next District 3 County Commissioner, I will continue to serve, I will continue to make an impact and collaborate with not only my fellow commissioners, but with you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, candidates. Question number 2. Please describe what your first 100 days in office will look like. Starting with Ms. Mount-Simmons. Please describe what your first 100 days in office will look like.
My first 100 days as a commissioner is actually started as a candidate for commissioner, because I've already started meeting with heads of departments and other stakeholders to get issues and concerns from them. Having decided 3 years ago to become a commissioner, I began going to county commission meetings. Summer of 2021, I started attending county commission meetings, and I was able to listen to some of the big points that's been discussed in our county, some of the issues that we are really concerned about, like health care and managed growth. So having attended meetings since June 2021, I am aware of some of those issues and want to continue working on those, continue meeting with department heads to get their feelings, their desires, what they want for this community. So yes, the first 100 days have already started for me as a candidate. When the idea came to me already, I started the groundwork working for this. Thank you.
first 100 days. Within my first 100 days, I met with FWC within 2 weeks to get updates on Apalachicola Bay fishing industry and oysters. Also, less than 3 weeks, I was in Tallahassee representing Choate and Senator Simon's office to make sure we are getting what we were promised and deserved. I've been to the Capitol twice within the first 40 days. I met with all the county department heads to make sure we're on the same page, share my vision, and to extend my open door policy. I've also met with the auditor at Wings, and I know we have things going forward and discussing, and that's going to be a very weighty topic. I've met with the city entity to make sure that we are on board. As of right now, one of the projects is the Best Ways Park. That project is underway. Conceptual plans has been drawn out. I'm also working on District 3 on a total revitalization of our roads and striping project. Also, workforce housing.
Thank you. Our next question, we will begin with Mr. Croom and then over to Ms. Mount-Simmons. How do you feel about people from other districts calling on you for help? How do you feel about people from other districts calling on you for help? Mr. Croom.
I am the seat I'm serving in is county commissioner. It's not only District 3, it's county. I have received those calls already, and I have provided help. And while I will continue to provide help to those people that live outside the district, whether it's District 1, 2, 4, or 5.
Those that will put me in this position voted for me will be from District 3. However, I'm a Franklin County Commissioner, the seat I'm looking for on the board, Franklin County Commissioner. And as such, I will support the entire county on all issues. I've already had many to support me that live outside of District 3, and I appreciate that. So, as a county commissioner, I don't mind getting calls from any citizen of Franklin County. If they have a concern, they have a need, I am there for them to listen and to help where I can help as a county commissioner. Thank you.
Okay, our next question, we will begin with Ms. Mount-Simmons and then over to Mr. Croom. Volunteerism is a good attribute. If the election results are not in your favor, will you continue to volunteer?
If you read anything about Elinor Mount-Simmons, then you would know she has been volunteering this county for 44 years, and I plan to continue that. The desire to be a county commissioner hit me 4 years ago. I was volunteering before that, and I will continue to volunteer as long as I have breath in my body. We are called to serve. We are called to fulfill a purpose. And because of that, I will work continually for the county that I now call home, that I love for the past 44 years. So volunteerism is a part of me. It always has been, and it always will be. So commissioner or not, my level of volunteerism in Franklin County will continue. Thank you.
My answer is, ever since I was able to volunteer, watching my grandfather, my grandparents, my deceased grandmother, volunteerism has been instilled in me also. I am 36 years old. The longest board I've been on is this September will be 20 years. And the reason why I'm on that organization is because that organization saved my baby sister, saved my mother, and some of the members are actually in this building. So the Apalachicola Fire Department is my longest serving. But to answer your question, yes, I will continue to volunteer. My wife told me just recently, I think it's a couple weeks ago, she said, "You got young kids at home. Do not get on another board." So, but yes, I'm on several boards, and I volunteer, and I will continue. And I'm also my kids have been volunteering at a very young age. Thank you.
Our next question, beginning with Mr. Croom, and then over to Ms. Mount-Simmons. The late Commissioner Lockley was a great supporter of Wings. How will you continue his legacy in supporting Wings Memorial Hospital?
It's one of the things that I've been actually dealing with as a commissioner. I am for revitalizing the hospital, upgrading it, building a new facility, retaining our staff, and recruiting highly qualified staff and doctors. We have a shortage. I'm for the hospital. We need to equip our hospital with the tools necessary to perform excellent service. So my commitment is to keep Wings, keep the hospital open. Let's revitalize it, and within the next, before the year is out probably, we will have to make a selection to choose the healthcare model that best fits District 3 and the whole county.
I imagine if Commissioner Lockley was around here and attended the last commissioner meeting and heard the report from the auditor, he would have been quite pleased because it was a good audit. In the past, Wings has had some difficulties financially, but they are doing much, much better, as the report stated, and I know he would have been happy because he's been an advocate for the hospital for his whole term as commissioner. The hospital is on the improvement. We want to thank so much the current CEO, David Walker, for what he is doing at that hospital, and we need your support to continue to support it. Hospital has a mammogram machine now, a state-of-the-art mammogram machine, so we need to go to Panama City, Tallahassee, and not to do that anymore because they have that there. Yes, they have some issues, but they are working on those issues. And with the support of the community, they will continue to get better and better. Leadership of David Walker is a plus for our community, for our hospital. There's money that was allocated years ago to build a new one. It needs renovations, of course, but we got to support what we have here. Thank you.
Okay, next question, and Ms. Mount-Simmons will answer first. Please explain your platform and top priorities. Please explain your platform and top priorities.
I have a voice, and I don't mind using it for my community. I plan to be, if you allow me as your commissioner, to be a voice that supports your voice by being vocal on issues concerning everyone. Voice. Vocal on issues concerning everyone. And three major issues that I see facing our community right now, having attended county commission meetings for the past 3 years, is health care, managed growth, and housing. Those are three issues that not only face in Franklin County, but as far as health care, many other rural counties, and managed growth and housing, all counties. Franklin County is not left out of that. But working with my board, collaborating together, support of our community, hearing what you want for our county as far as health care and managed growth and housing, we can get this taken care of. Thank you.
I already spoke with healthcare, but that's one of the biggest things is choosing the right model and method for our county. Reopen our bay, maintaining and protecting our bay, and getting it back open to where we never have the extensive shutdown like we have had. It's going to require us managing it and protecting it. Safe streets, properly paved road and lined streets, proper signage for streets, address problematic intersections, address safe traffic flow, and one of the big things I've been working on too is making sure at these bus stops that we got lights for our kids when they wait at these bus stops. Workforce housing. Our teachers and first responders and doctors that come here and cannot find a place to stay. We're already getting in deep discussions with that as well. Internal with the county, retaining our good county workers. transparency of county jobs. If you follow my page, I post it all the time when they have to come before me. So therefore, I want transparency of county jobs, beautifying and cleaning District 3 up, giving it the facelift that it deserves, working with our city entities, and helping our county grow while keeping our natural charm.
That will conclude our questions. Our time is up for questions for these two candidates. And at this time, we will prepare for concluding remarks. We open remarks with Mr. Croom and then Mrs. Mount-Simmons. We will close with closing remarks, beginning with Ms. Mount-Simmons and then Mr. Croom. You have 1 minute for your closing remarks. Ms. Mount-Simmons.
You have heard a lot today, and I hope that what you have heard at this forum has resonated with you and helps to demonstrate that I am the clear choice for your next county commissioner. Again, I thank H. Cohen for this opportunity. I thank you for listening, and I thank my campaign crew for your tremendous support. I also thank Mr. Croom for being a gracious opponent, and I look forward to shaking his hand election night, trusting that whatever the outcome is, we will both continue to support District 3 and this county. I will be a voice you can count on, a voice you can trust, a voice that is always vocal on issues concerning everyone. So when you get your ballot for the District 3 County Commissioner race, I urge you to get your number 2 pencil and fill in the bubble beside my name, Elinor Mount-Simmons. Thank you.
Shortly after I applied for the city commission or county commission vacancy, and then was selected to honorably fulfill that position of Commissioner Lockley that he held for 19 years. I began working diligently and aggressively for residents of Franklin County District 3. I'm committed to reopening our bay, protecting it, safe streets, workforce housing, retaining our good staff, and I've already begun projects in our district and in this county. So I'm asking you to keep Croom so I can see these projects through. And in the words of Dr. King, he said, I have a dream that one nation, this nation, will rise up and live out its true meaning of its creed. And in the words of President Barack Obama, generations of Americans have responded to that creed. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. In the words of myself, Anthony Croom Jr., your current county commissioner, when people say you can't, you won't, you keep moving forward. When you go to vote, choose merit over affiliation. It's not about the party, it's about the person. Thank you.
That's going to do it for tonight's episode on The Morgan Martin Show. I'd like to thank both candidates for sharing their platform and helping the community make a choice for County Commissioner District 3. Don't forget, early voting has already begun from now until November the 2nd, from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at 2 polling locations. 1 at the Supervisor of Election Office in Apalachicola, Florida. 2 at the Carabel Courthouse Annex. For the physical address, you may call down to the Supervisor of Election Office. Now, don't forget, Election Day is November the 5th. You can vote from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. There are 8 precincts. It should show on your voter registration card where you go to vote. But if you don't know, call the Supervisor of Election Office for confirmation. That's all I have for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Catch all brand new episodes of The Morgan Martin Show only on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live and YouTube. Real talk in real time with real people. And don't forget to show us some love on Instagram at morgan.martin.media. As always, stay tuned for more.